Alright, I think I'm set. So what's up, my people? This is a continuation video of my previous video whereby we were tackling 0x4 more function nested loops, whereby I was able to tackle from task 0 to task 7. So today we're going to start from task 8, and if you've not watched the previous one, you can go right back and watch it. It's part 1, this is part 2. So yeah, we can get started. So what does task 8 say? You are much sunshine in every square inch. So write a function that prints a square followed by a new line. Prototype, you're provided by the prototype. Well, yesterday I was using VS Code, and it was kinda disturbing a little, not that much. So I don't know, today I can try using maybe another text editor called Nano. So I can just open our main.header, then come add our prototype as usual, enter, then can save. Yes, save, enter. So you can only use putchar function to print. Okay, so the size, where size is the size of the square, you can already see the size is passed here as an argument to the function. If size is 0 or less, the function will print only a new line. Use the hash character to print the square. Given the test code and a sample output. So for example, when they pass 2, just print a square which is 2 by 2. If they pass 10, print a square 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, so which is 10 by 10 square. Yeah, if they pass 0, a new line, and the program returns a 0 and ends. So we can start writing code. Let's start writing. So it's called 8print square.c. 8print square.c. Copy, come here, create our file. So nano 8print square.c. Yep. And first and foremost, we have to include our header file. So include main.header, and so we can write our comments as usual. So then yeah, so we are good. You can start writing the main function. The main function is always this, without the semicolon. Copy, pastes. Then we're going to add some curly brace, the closing curly brace. Yeah, so in here we can start writing our code. I really hope that Nano won't bother me in terms of tabs and space. Yeah, so I'll just try by writing with space, and then we'll check if Betty really bothers. So we're going to declare two variables, a and b, or you can do I and j, or whatever way you want, x and y. So the one will be for running a loop for this, and the other one will be running a loop for the downwards. So the length and width, okay, the height and width. So we'll declare a condition. So if, okay, you're told here, if size is 0 or less, you should print a new line. So we have to declare the condition if, and say size is less or equal to 0, enter. Then you have to declare a new, then you have to say you should always put char since you're told you can only use put char, the escape character and new line. Yeah, so then you can come here and say else. If it's not, when size not provided is not a 0 or less than 0, what should we do? And that's not what we are coding for. Okay, what have I just done there? Okay, so always add the closing curly brace first so that you cannot forget it, and then in here, so we're going to initiate the loop, the for loop. So for a, the variable we had declared first, which equals to 1, then we can say a is less or equal to size provided. When size is provided, maybe it's 10 or 15, so a should increment. So this is a loop. We're going to start it, so we're going to open also and close. So what will be the code inside? So first we're going to put char. Since we're told our block should be printing using the hash symbol, we're going to output the hash symbol. Then we have the closing column, but also remember we have the other, like the other side. It should, we declared two variables. We have the other variable called b, so also should be passed. So when b equals to 2, b is less than, oh my, wait a minute. So okay, just come to the end. Yeah, so it's less than size, it's less than or equal to size. B also should increment. Now this is going downwards, B should increment. Since this is another for loop, you have to open the curly brace and add the code, so the indents can really go in, as you know, and we can come here and say it should also print. How do I press on the home key all the time? It should also print hashes going downwards. So, and then we have to close. So when you are done, it should print a new line after the code is written. So it should print a new line. So put char. So when our loop here, when this loop is done, for example, it has printed, maybe we have specified the size is 3 maybe. So when it is done printing 1, 2, 3, it should print a new line. Then this another loop should be now initiated, and then print 1, 2, 3 again. Then it should go, it prints a new line, then another 1, 2, 3. So this will be satisfied and this will be satisfied, going downwards, not going like, yeah. So I really hope you get it. So you should char new, a new line. So at the bottom, yeah, I have a new line already. So that's nice. I really hope we have no errors. So I'll save this yes. But also I forgot, yeah, writing the comments before passing it to Betty. So we can write our comment, can describe our function. So print square and say, what does it do? It prints a square followed by a new line. Then we can have for the size argument passed to it. So size, we can always say it's an integer. So yeah, save it once again and run bt against our code. So bt against 8 square, so spaces around the closing, space before the plus plus in line 21. So let's see, line 21. Oh my, so where's line 21? So I'll have to count this manually. Okay, so line 21, I guess it's here. Not quite sure, let me add. But why? Let's see. Line 21. Okay, spaces between the less than simple around. So in line 21, line 21, line 22, all these errors are occurring on line 21. Okay, let me open it with maybe some other text editor. No, I should use Sublime Text and open the text. Sublime not found. Apt install Sublime. So I can come here and use sudo, enter my password. Oh my. No, what's happening to me? Okay, so I'll have to use Codium, yes, Codium 8. Yeah, and debug our code. So line 28 is line 21. So here's line 21. Spaces around, well, can't really see the issue, but space is around line 21. Let me run with this terminal, my terminal. So I'll just do like bt 8, you update later. So cd to desktop, then c, then 0x. Yeah, so I'll have to run bt. So in line 21, spaces required around that less than sign, before that plus, and spaces prohibited after plus, spaces prohibited after plus. Okay, this is weird. Line 21, so spaces prohibited after plus, yeah. and then space is required between that plus, okay. Is this really a plus? No, it's supposed to be an equal sign. In fact, I've just recognized it's supposed to be an equal sign. And then add our space. So let's check again with Betty, and voila, it's good. So we'll have to write our code, our test code, the 8 main.c, test our code. So copy, do like a nano 8 main.c, then add our code there and save. Yes, save. Then we're going to compile and see if whatever we have done it's really accurate or not. So fingers crossed. Copy, compile, paste. Yeah, compiled nicely. So you can ls and you can see 8 squares. It's already created. So it's time to run our code. Let's run it. 8 and yes, it was successful. So I can just open the code for you guys to see it. If you're still writing one last time, you can. Okay, let me just do it in VS Code, put it in a full screen. So you can just pause, write whatever is here. Yeah, that's the code for 8 print square. So we can go to the next task, FizzBuzz. The FizzBuzz test is an interview question designed to help filter out 99.5% of programming job candidates who can't seem to write program their way out of a wet paper bag. Write a program that prints the numbers 1 to 100 followed by a new line, but for multiple of 3 print fizz instead of the number and the multiple of 5 print bars. For numbers which multiples of both 3 and 5 print fizz bars. Each number or word should be separated by a space. For you are allowed to use the standard library. So that's really nice. Here we are allowed to use the standard library like stdio.h. So real quick, I'll jump to my terminal, and so we are not provided with the prototype. So yeah, it's nice. So I'll just create the file called 9fizz_buzz. So just nano okay 9-fizz_buzz and say.c. So we are told we can use the standard library, so we can just include it, #include stdio.h. yeah. So for comment, you can just write an empty comment for now. sorry. And, so we can start writing our code. We are told how to compile it, so it's kinda easy. Nice. So start writing our code. So initialize an int main for now. We don't have a prototype, and pass a void inside, and then come open the curly brace. So we can declare a variable int, which actually you can call it I. this time around let's use I. Then another one for which will hold the word. Instead of every time typing fizz buzz or fizz buzz, we can have a variable to hold these words for us. So we can have a character maybe with, you know, since there's also old string, so we can declare it as an array, a character of arrays, so which will hold for us maybe fizz. That will be a will hold fizz. So close. Come declare another one, maybe a character b. It's an array which will hold for us buzz. So this should be a capital F. Yeah. Then we can have our closing. Then we can have another one, character maybe AB, which will hold, should be equal to fizz buzz. For now, so we can start looping, and then we'll have our condition inside a loop. So for I which equals to 1, so the I which is initiated is equals to 1. When I is less, since you're told to print up to 100, so it's less or equal to 100, I should increment. When it's less than or it's less than 100, it should increment up to 100. Yeah, come open our curly brace and close the curly brace. So we can have our conditions in here. So come say if I, which first condition do we have to like start with? You can choose to start maybe with the lowest possible, or we can choose to start with the highest. But the time I was tackling this, I saw that we can do it this way. So we start with 100 first. If I equals to 100, it should print buzz. So we are told multiples of 5, and multiples of whereby multiples of 5 should print buzz. So well, if I equals to 100, it should always print buzz. So since 100 is a multiple of multiple of 5, so wait, what am I even doing? I have a tab in there. So it should print what should it print? Should always print buzz. So we can add our placeholder and then say buzz for B. Should always print B. Why did I full colon instead of small colon? Okay. Else, if I modulo 3 is equal to 0, so if a number is divisible by 3, and a number is divisible so if I, the number passed is divided by 5 does not return, it returns 0, or the remainder is 0, our program should print fizz bars. So you should print f into brackets, so our placeholder should print fizz bars, which is stored in AB. So else if I divided, so the number divided by 3 alone returns 0, so it's divisible by 3. What do we do? Come to a new line, should print fizz, since all numbers divisible by 3 all number but multiples of 3 print fizz. So if it's a multiple of 3, should print A. So A is fizz, should print F placeholder %s so where is it, comma, should print A. I got it right, so can close that one and come to our last, wait, not last, so if a number is a multiple of 5, so if, oh my, didn't recognize this writing. So if a number is a multiple of 5, so we'll know, how do we know a number is a multiple of 5? If it divided by 5 equals to 0, what should it do? It should print %s and print B, so it should print bars. Else, so if a number does not meet any of these conditions, it should just print out the number. So you should print the integer. Print the integer, which is I for now. Then we can close. Yeah, the curly brace is already closed, so we can come here. We can print now the new line whenever we're given 0 or a number which is less than 0. So print a new line, and then close the curly brace and a new line. Save. Let's see what it has to say. Okay, I'm always forgetting. So we have main. What does main do? Main just prints numbers from 1 to 100. Print numbers from 1 to 100. Just simple as that. So we have a return, which is 0. was almost forgetting on that one till now. So now we can save and see what BT has to say. BT9 is buzz. Spaces prohibited after the plus. So this is in line 12. Line 12 after the plus. Okay. Yeah. Yes, I've just spotted it so easily. Let's see now. Everything is right, so we can compile our code using this command provided. Yes, let's hope. Fingers crossed. No. So print. Did you mean printf? Yeah, I meant printf. So yeah. Thank you there, compiler. Printf, definitely. So let's cross our fingers and voila. So we can see it's created fizzbuzz, and let's run our code. Fizzbuzz 9. Wait a minute. So what have I done? Where is the infinite loop coming from? I got it. So it's not supposed to be 1, it should be I. Yeah, my bad. Sorry there. Oops, that was a typo. Guess I'll have to compile it again and now run. Yeah, pretty same output as Julien's. Fizzbuzz. So it should have a space. Why is mine not having a space? It should really have a space. So what am I missing? Yeah, mine are not spaced, so I guess I'll have to come back and actually try to make spaces. So where will I make these spaces? Does it mean when I add spaces here it will really affect? Let's see. I'm not quite sure what I'm doing, but it should have a space. I guess this will work well. I have no idea. Try to save. Yes. Let's see. Wait. Has it saved? Yeah, it has saved. So let me try to compile and yeah. So it's pretty smart right now. As you can see, it has all the spaces. Fizzbuzz does not look so boring as this one. Nice. So we can, yeah, so let me minimize my terminal to the original size and look at the next. So I can just open the code once more. Whoever was writing it, check. See, so this is the code. Nice. So let's go on to triangles. The 10th, I think it's the last. Yeah, so it's the last task in the regular, so the rest are the advanced. So triangles, write a function that prints a triangle followed by a new line. Prototype provided, so you can copy this in advance. So you can only use putchar function to print this, where size is the size of the triangle. Okay, and if size is 0 or less, print the same as what we have been doing. Use characters to print the triangle. Okay, so we can nano main .h. We already used to these types of codes. We can create it, so it's called 10 print triangle.c. Copy, come do a nano there. So all we have to do, we'll have to include our main.header file, .header, and create our main function, which is simply this one. Copy, come paste, and here we can declare so since it's a triangle, can declare variable a, maybe b, and variable c. Get to see how they work. Let me just write code this way instead of doing the loops. Yeah, so you can do okay. So what happened there? So if whatever the size provided, if size, we'll start by fulfilling the condition whereby we are given size equals to 0 or is less than 0 or a negative number. Should simply put char a new line, only a new line. Now else, so we can start writing our loops. For b, which is the variable which I've declared, for b equals to 0, b which is less or equal to whatever size we have provided, minus 1, b should always increment. Okay, so what next can we do? We can have another one running for a equals to 0. You can say a is less this size minus 1, minus whatever you have passed for b, a should a should also increment. Can come open and close. So what can we say here? So it should char just a space. So here again you can come here, say now for c equals to 0, c equals to b, c should also increment and come open for it, come close, and then now we can print the hash symbols. Can put char hash. So even though it's looking quite bad, so I think I can just add the indents right now. Okay, we just deleted instead of going home, then adding 2 indents, 1 1 1, 2 indents, 2 3 indents, up to there, up to there, up to there, so basically what am I missing? So you have the first comes end there, so this one comes up to here, this one up to here, so I really need another one for this. Yeah, and a new line. So you can try save, yes, enter. So let's see what Betty says. Betty 10. Okay, parenthesis in line 12, line 20 spaces between equals 0. Okay, let's see if we can try to figure it out. There space and here space and come right. So for the function print triangle, it just prints a triangle followed by a new line. You can come past for the size. So size, it's an integer. Yeah, pretty nice. Okay, space required opening parentheses in line 12. Errors, check in line 12, the opening parentheses, between the opening parentheses. So where is line 12 actually? Here, I guess, if I'm not wrong, that it's line 12. Nice. So we can create the main file and try to see if we are correct. Copy. So it's called 10 nano 10 main dot c. Come paste whatever we have and save. Let's compile it. Let's compile our code. Copy, come paste, close our finger and compile. Okay, line 18, b++. So we're missing a semicolon there, so you can change that real quick. Semicolon, right there. Try to compile. It compiled well. So as you can see here, it is, where is it, 10 main C and then 10 triangles. So you can try run triangles and save really what we've done. Ten triangles, and what do we have here? Not what we really expected, but okay, how have they run theirs? So let me try to run as they have run here. Okay, so this calls for some edits. No print. So we have ABC is less than 0. We have for I equals to b, b is less than size of I of 1. We have b should increment. We have for a equals to 0, a the size minus 1. Yeah, so should minus b, then a should plus. We should print the spaces, then we can come if c is 0, c is less or equal to b, c should increment, should put char. What are we missing? So let's see. Char function should print, the function should print only a new line. Talking of a new line, yeah, this thing was printing much on one line, so we can add a new line. After the 4, let me print a new line. Put char a new line. So let's save, try to compile and cross our fingers, and yeah, so that's it for this task. Here's the code, we are rewriting it. So I won't be tackling the advanced questions for now, because I'm trying to figure out how this is still working. You're not provided with the prototype or anything. Okay, so yeah, this I can write it, but I do not want to write task 11 before writing task 12. No, I do not want to write task 12 before writing task 11. So these I'm pretty comfortable with. Numbers of life, they are just simple. So in short, I'll stop the video right here from task 10. Try doing it. The main purpose is for you to understand it, not getting everything correct. It's you to understand how we're tackling it, and you'll be in a good position. So see you in the next video, and bye bye.